Hi guys, welcome to my channel, and today we will talk about semester second assignments for the subject Essentials of HRM, and this is for September 2023 cycle. So this is not a regular cycle. This is basically a backlog cycle where the students who might have got the copy case in the previous cycle, that is June cycle, or might have not submitted due to one or the another reasons, they will see the option in their portal to submit the assignments in the September cycle. So not all the students will get this option, so don't get worried that why I'm not getting this option. If you are not getting this option, then it's good because you have already submitted, or your regular cycle will come. If you are in the first semester and now you have just come in the second semester, then it will come in the month of somewhere in October for your December cycle, right? So this is a backlog cycle. If I talk about this subject, this is very easy and a practical subject because human resource management happens in each and every firm or industry or company, and you are pretty much aware of the certain things. So the questions are also pretty much straightforward. You will get a lot of answers from the book. There are some case studies, so you need to tweak the answer with respect to the case study, and you need to write the answers in your own words. So let's jump to the assignment and see what page numbers to be referred from the book and what content to be written in these three questions. So if you see here, it's mentioned internal assignment applicable for the September cycle 2023 cycle. Again, there are three questions: first, second, third A, and third B. Each question carries 10 marks, and the word count is 1000 words plus minus 10% is acceptable. So you can write like in 1000 words, you can write somewhere around 1100 words. But if I talk about the subject, for most of the answers, it will remain till 850 or 900 words. These are straightforward and small answers. Don't write just 500 or 600 words, because in that case you will lose 1 or 2 marks. So it's better to move it to 850. Definitely I will just assist you in the video, like what extra content you can write if you are falling short of the words. So let's jump to the first question. The first question says French Educators Limited is an Indo-French cultural exchange community. It is planning to hire more employees for expanding its operations in India. The HR department is doing an HR supply forecasting for its expansion. Discuss the 7 categories of information that are required for assessing its skill inventory. So the question says a company which is not from India, they want to expand its operations, and for that they required some HR supply forecasting to expand its business. And then we need to specify about the 7 categories of information for skill inventory. If I talk about what would be the direct answer, then direct answer is simply that you just explain those 7 categories of information. But again, that's a very short answer, and that will cover hardly 200 words. So in this case, how you can just expand your answer. So let's see page number 36 2.5. So going to the page number 36. Yeah, so here's mentioned is the methods of supply forecasting. So firstly you just give a brief what is supply forecasting, right? You just give a brief, then how it's being advantageous in the company, you just explain that stuff. Then comes the actual thing. So that part will cover somewhere around 300 words, that's fine. And after that it comes the analysis of the current markets, current management, and the skill inventory. So in that case, there are the 7 categories which are being included in the skill inventory. Like the first one is the personal data, second is the skills, third one is special qualifications, the fourth one is salary and job history, the fifth one is company data, the sixth one is capacity of an individual, last but not the least is the special preference of an individual. So if you see, these 7 categories are very short, but you can just explain it. Maybe you can just explain it 2 or 3 lines. And after that, management inventory includes the data regarding the managers, like the work histories and weaknesses. You can just write it down these as well, right? So the actual answer is hardly of 200 words, but you just need to add some header, some footer to this answer to just exaggerate the answer and just make it to 700 or 750 words. Then it's totally fine. Okay, so moving to the second question. Patel Developers has ventured heavily into the commercial building construction market, leaving all its competitors behind. This has been possible due to its regular job analysis review process. As an HR consultant, explain in detail some of the methods for collecting the job analysis data. Give example as needed. So here again, you need to explain some of the methods for collecting the job analysis data. But again, you can just write something beyond to this, just an introductory part. That's totally up to you. Going to the page number 52. So firstly, you can just write an introductory what is job analysis all about. You can give the definition of some scientists or maybe some renowned people. If you write this definition, then it won't come under plagiarism. So you can just directly copy and paste this particular lines because these are being stated by some great renowned people. Like according to Michael J. Jusius or Edwin B. Flippo. So here in this case, you can just write it down the direct definitions. One or two definitions are fine. Don't write all the 4 or 5 definitions, right? After that, it comes to the page number 57, where you are talking about the methods for collecting the job analysis data. So I'm just going to the page number 57. So methods for collecting the job analysis data, where they are talking about the 4 different methods. The first one is interview, the second one is questionnaire, the third one is observation, and the last one is participants diary and the logs. So you just read the content, write it down, frame the sentence in your own words. That's pretty much easy and straightforward. There is nothing rocket science into this particular subject, right? So second question is also clear. Now jumping to our third question, the third A. So again, in all my videos, I am iterating that third question having 2 parts, third A and third B, each are of 500 words. And don't write answer 3, then 3 and 3B. There is nothing like third. It's all about the third A and third B. Why they just categorize? They just gave a case study, a common case study, which is applicable for A part as well as for the B part, right? So when you just start writing, you just write answer first, answer second, answer 3A and answer 3B. Let's see what's the case study for our third question. Sandeep has been asked to make a presentation to the HR department regarding the various sources of recruitment that are being used in an IT company. The company wants to understand which sources are the most effective and which one are not, helping answer the following questions. Explain to him what are the different internal sources of recruitment available with the firm. Give examples. So if I talk about the page number 87, so here it mentions sources and method of recruitment. Although you can just write something about recruitment, but why I have not mentioned, because it's just 500 words. So here we are sticking directly to the answer, because if you simply write the internal sources, then also it will be covering about around 500 words, right? So I'm not providing some additional stuff like what is recruitment all about. If you want, you can just write 1 or 2 liners, but in short answers, it's better that to stick to 500 words limit and don't exceed. So what's being asked in the answer, directly just write that stuff into the answers. If I talk about the internal sources, then internal sources include promotions, it includes transfer, it includes internal advertisements and the job postings. It talks about the formal employees, it's all about the employee referral and the recommendations. So these are the internal sources of recruitment. Now jumping to the third B, as I mentioned, the third is a common question. So third B is talking about the external sources. So question is, external sources of recruitment are also considered quite effective. Which sources did Sandeep discuss in this context, right? So third question was something about the case study, and in third A we talk about the internal sources, in third B we are talking about the external sources. So external sources is next to the internal sources in the book. You just talk about what are external sources. Then we talk about the different external sources like the management consultants, public advertisements, campus recruitments. So these completes our the third big question, right? So HRM, if you see, that's a pretty much straightforward, and you can just get the answer directly from the book. If you still have any doubts or facing any issue in writing the assignment, feel free to connect me at ngasc.mba@gmail.com. Just write your contacts and drop me your contact number. I will surely try to connect with you and try to resolve out your queries. And if you like this video, do like, do subscribe, and stay connected for further videos for other subjects as well as for other semesters. Thank you so much.